Sir, we already have a quorum. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this BAC Charlie meeting. This meeting is being streamed online via the CAAP YouTube account. Please acknowledge once your name is called. Our presiding officer, Attorney Roberto Martin Benaventura, Lieutenant Colonel Valentino Ay. Apologies, sir. Apologies, sir. Our audio, we were muted earlier, sir. Mr. Chair, we already have a quorum. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this BAC Charlie meeting. This meeting is being streamed online via the CAAP YouTube account. Please acknowledge once your name is called. Our presiding officer, Attorney Roberto Martin Benaventura, Lieutenant Colonel Valentino Janela,
Present.
Ms. Amneris Gabriel, Ms. Diana Ines Briñas.
Present online.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Ms. Jocelyn Ching.
Present.
And our end user from the ADMS, Architect Emerson Salas.
Present.
For our head, for the technical working group, Attorney Frank Edward Marty, Attorney John Bo Masiglat, Attorney Edelisa Irugin,
Present.
Mr. Alfred Estura, Engineer Lolita Hubay is present here, Engineer Joferan Joseph Torrefranca, and Ms. Maria Cristina Balonon. For the BAC Good afternoon. For the BAC Secretariat, we have our overall head, Dr. Rolly Bayaban, Irish Presyon, Engineer Sonny Villabert, Ms. Medina Reyes, and our minutes taker for today's meeting, GK Aniscol. Also in attendance are the other members of the BAC Secretariat as well as our observers from the DOTR, from the COA, IAS, ASFI. That's all for the roll call, sir. Sir, our agenda for today is the submission and opening of bids for the project entitled Asphalt Overlay of Runway, Asphalt Overlay of Road Network and Runway Strip Embarkment at Calbayog Airport, amounting to 15,246,859 pesos and 51 centavos. This is an ADMS DOTR downloaded project. Sir, for this, we have 3 submitted bids for this project, sir. To our representatives, ma'am, sir, please introduce yourselves and the company that you represent. To our representatives online. Ma'am, sir, good afternoon. Welcome to our opening of bids. Please introduce yourself and the company that you represent.
Good afternoon. I'm Roy Dolocapas, presenting BCD, Construction and Supplies.
Ma'am.
Okay. I'm Margarita De Quina from Unimasters Conglomeration, Inc.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Chair, permission to proceed with the opening, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. For the first bidder, we have a VCD Construction and Supply. So for the representative of the VCD Construction and Supply, who's online, can you please confirm if this is the bid document submitted?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let me correct myself. Physically present. Okay po.
Yes, ma'am.
So it is sealed and properly marked as well. So as just opened, Mr. Chair. Inside the envelope are two more envelopes. We have the technical component and the financial component. For the technical component, let us just open. It is also signed and sealed. So this is the original component. Um, it is, it has tabbings with proper pagination and with signature on each and every page. Checklist, please, Secretariat.
Checklist for the technical components submitted by VCD Construction and Supply, valid field job certificate of registration and membership,
Field Job Certificate of Registration and Membership. Issued on November 10, 2021, and valid until November 25, 2022, submitted.
Annex A of the Certificate of Field Jobs Registration and Platinum Membership,
Annex A, submitted.
registration certificate from the SEC or the DTI or CDA,
DTI registration, submitted. Issued on February 18, 2021. Expiration date, March 4, 2026, submitted.
mayor's or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located.
Mayor's or business permit with an expiration date of December 31, 2021. Issued at Katarman, Northern Samar. Date of issuance is January 4, 2021. Submitted.
Tax clearance,
Tax clearance with an expiration date of March 2, 2022. Issued by Mr. Policarpio F. Tangile. Issued on March 2, 2021, submitted.
statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any.
Statement of ongoing contracts. Signed by Mr. Ricky A. Rubenisha on March 22, 2022, submitted.
Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid.
Statement of single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid. Again, signed by Mr. Ricky A. Rubenisha, submitted.
Pickup license,
CAAP license with an expiration date of June 30, 2022, issued by Mr. Ernie G. Bagao. Issued on September 1, 2021. Category AA submitted.
Original copy of bid security or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration.
Original copy of bid securing declaration, signed and notarized by Attorney John Edward Trinidad ang submitted.
Project requirements, we shall include the following: organizational chart for the contract to be bid.
Contractor's organizational chart for the project submitted.
List of contractors' key personnel.
List of contractors' key personnel submitted.
List of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and/or under purchase agreement.
List of contractors' major equipment submitted.
Original duly signed omnibus sworn statement.
Original duly signed omnibus sworn statement. Signed and notarized submitted.
Certification under oath attesting that they have no pending case against the government.
Certification under oath. Signed and notarized submitted.
Legal clearance issued by the CAAP Enforcement and Legal Service.
Legal clearance issued by the CAAP Enforcement and Legal Service on the 14th day of December 2021 at Pasay City, valid until June 14, 2022, submitted.
Certificate of Site Inspection, duly signed by Mr. Carmelito Escuarda, Officer in charge of Calbayog Airport or his authorized representative.
Certificate of Site Inspection or Visitor's Logbook. Is that correct?
Certificate of Site Inspection.
Certificate of Site Inspection issued last March 16, 2022, submitted.
Attachment to the Certificate of Site Inspection, copy of the company ID of the person who conducted the site inspection.
Attachment and copy of the company ID. Mr. Andrew B. Lim, submitted.
Copy of the airport or facility visitor's logbook reflecting the name of the person who conducted the site inspection.
Copy of the visitor's logbook, submitted.
Picture of the proposed site, including the personnel who conducted the site inspection, including together with the airport manager or officer in charge or his duly authorized representative.
Picture of the proposed site with the manager or the duly authorized representative, submitted.
Prospective bidder's audited financial statement showing, among others, the prospective bidder's total and current assets and liabilities, stamped received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions.
Audited financial statement with an issued on April 8, 2021, submitted.
Prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity.
Computation of net financial capacity with an FCC of 2,672,911,142 pesos and 47 centavos, submitted.
Joint venture agreement, if applicable.
Not applicable.
That's all for the checklist.
VCD construction and supply, initially rated as passed. Let us now proceed to the other technical documents of IMAX Builders. So for the representative of IMAX Builders, can you please identify if this is the bid document submitted, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Permission to proceed to open the said bid documents, Mr. Chair. So it is properly sealed and signed also. Inside the bid envelopes are two folders. We have the technical components and the financial component. So for the technical component, it is properly, for the technical component, it is with tabbings, but it doesn't have any signature on each and every page. Mr. Chair, we will first check the bid documents because it is not properly paginated and it is not signed on each and every page. Mr. Chair, under the BDS, Clause 16, each and every page thereof shall be initialed or signed by the duly authorized representative. Because of this observation, Mr. Chair, the technical working group recommends the disqualification of the said bidder, Mr. Chair.
May we request our representative, ma'am, Miss Princess the Prosa.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, yung confirm lang po namin, ma'am, yung submission nyo po wala pong hindi po sequentially paginated and wala pong initials on each and every page po.
Sorry ma'am, kasi ang authorized po kasi talaga sa akin, i-drop off lang yan. Yung documents po is from Davao pa po. Hindi po talaga ako totally nag-arrange, nag-process po niyan. So I wasn't able to know na need po pala ng signature every page.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So we have a recommendation here for the disqualification, tama?
That's right, Mr. Chair.
Failure to comply with the pagination and signature requirement on every page. Do you have any comments from our members? If there's none, let's have a motion, please.
Sorry sir, hindi po ako makapag-decide eh. Pero kung,
I'm sorry po. Okay na po. It's not for you. That's for the members.
sorry,
Because
sorry.
we wanted you to
Okay,
acknowledge na wala pong pagination. Okay na po
okay.
yun, ma'am. I'm asking the
Through the chair, I move to adopt the recommendations of the technical working group to disqualify IMAX builders for not submitting the required documents of non-paginations and authorized signatures. Thank you.
Second, Mr. Chair.
Miss Princess, ma'am, will your company be filing a motion for reconsideration for the disqualification? Ma'am, should your company file for a motion for reconsideration, meron po kayong 3 calendar days from today to file your motion for reconsideration. And in the meantime, the BAC Secretariat will be resealing your submitted bid proposal and it shall be opened once the committee approves or acknowledges or considers your motion for reconsideration. Please take note of the period, ma'am. Thank
2 to
you.
3 days po, right?
3 calendar days from today po.
3 days. Okay po, sige po. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mag-file na lang po kami ng motion for reconsideration.
That is well noted, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay po, thank you.
Thank you for that, Mr. Chair. Moving on to the last bidder, we have Unit Masters Conglomeration Incorporated. Ma'am, can you please identify if this is the bid document submitted?
Yes, that's our bid docs.
Permission to open, Mr. Chair. Inside the bid envelope are 2 other envelopes. We have the financial component and the technical component. Permission to open the technical component, Mr. Chair. So it is sealed, properly sealed. So we have the original technical component with tabbings, with pagination, and signature on each and every page. Secretariat checklist, please.
Checklist for the technical components submitted by Unimasters Conglomeration Incorporated. Valid field job certificate of registration and membership.
Valid field jobs registration certificates. Issued at Tacloban City, Leyte, Region 8, Philippines. Certifying Unimasters Conglomeration Incorporated. Issued on December 31st, 2021, valid until February 28, 2023. Submitted.
Annex A of the Certificate of Field Reps Registration and Platinum Membership.
Annex A submitted.
Registration certificate from this SEC or DTI or CDA.
Registration certificate from SEC or DTI or CDA. We are just looking for the SEC certificate, Mr. Chair. Under Annex A, the registration date is August 5, 1976, with SEC certification number 68954, but we are just looking for the actual SEC certificate, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, we would like to manifest that the SEC certificate is not available in the submitted bid documents. However, under the technical component envelope of the checklist, it is not required because it is just an option. Can I just show this? So it is valid field job registration certificate or the SEC, DTI, and CDA certificate, Mr. Chair.
Mis- Excuse me, Mr. Chair. After the omnibus certificate, there's an SAC.
We are referring to the SEC po, ma'am.
Sige po. Ma'am Representative. Yes, ma'am. Attorney Ice, please repeat your recommendation.
As mentioned earlier, I think we can dispense with the SEC certificate because it is just an option. Under the bid documents, it is just an option to submit the valid field jobs registration certificate or the SEC certificate, so we can dispense with that. Here po for everyone's information. Okay na po? Okay po. Please proceed po.
Certificate of Mayor's or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidder is located.
Mayor's or business permit with an expiration date of December 31, 2022, issued in Tacloban City. Issuance date is January 6, 2022. Submitted. But let's just look for it.
Tax clearance.
Tax clearance with an expiration date of December 20, 2022. Issued on December 20, 2021. Submitted.
Statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any.
Statement submitted. To the bidder, we would like to confirm if you were able to submit the tax clearance and the mayor's permit, because as per the submitted bid documents, it is visible in Annex A. However, for the physical document, it is not included in the submitted bid po. To the bidder, can you please approach us so that you can specifically point it out? Thank you po. Mr. Chair, we do have an observation here. The bidder did not submit the mayor's permit and the tax clearance. They are justifying that it is just an option as per the checklist of technical and financial documents, Mr. Chair. But as mentioned earlier, the mayor's permit and the tax clearance can be seen on Annex A, so it could have been updated. So we would be asking for the consideration of the members of the BAC, Mr. Chair.
So what's the recommendation here? Don't they have a standing policy regarding the validity of mayor's permit being updated? Because this is renewed at the tama ba? Attorney Iris, if I remember, this was Attorney Frank's discussion in Doc Charlie before.
Yes, sir. However, sir, the issue at hand, sir, is that Unimaster submitted their Annex A, sir. They provided their mayor's permit as well as their updated tax clearance. However, did not submit their the actual mayor's clearance, sir. However, it is provided, sir, that under Annex A of the Certificate of PhilJEPS registration, sir, they have uh, an existing tax clearance and mayor's permit, sir, and it is also updated.
Nasa PhilJeps, doon nung ano, yun ang ginagawang basis.
Yes, sir.
Oh, didn't we have a similar case before and we accepted it? Kasi naka-register naman sa PhilJeps.
Yes, sir, we did, sir.
Okay, so what's the recommendation here?
For us to consider the said submitted bid document, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Have any objections from the members? We had a similar case before, and I don't see any reason why we should deviate from the handling of it.
No
There's no issue
objection
here
as
even.
long
Yes.
as on the requirements of PhilJEPS, specified na nandun siya.
Yes, sir. All right. There being no objection, let's
No
proceed,
objection.
please.
Proceeding. Statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any.
Statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any. Submitted.
Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid.
Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid. Submitted.
PCAB license.
PCAB license with an expiration date of June 30, 2022, issue date June 16, 2021, category AAA, submitted.
Original copy of bid security or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration.
Original copy of bid security. signed and notarized, submitted.
Project requirements, which shall include the following: organizational chart for the contract to be bid.
Original chart for the project, signed, submitted.
List of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract to be bid.
List of contractors' key personnel, submitted.
List of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and/or under purchase agreement.
List of equipment owned or leased and or under purchase agreement. Ayan pa. Submitted.
Original duly signed omnibus warrant statement.
Original duly signed omnibus warrant statement, signed and notarized, submitted.
Certification under oath attesting that they have no pending case against the government.
Certification under oath attesting that they have no pending case against the government, signed and notarized, submitted.
Legal clearance issued by the CAAP Enforcement and Legal Service.
Legal clearance issued by the CAAP Enforcement and Legal Service, issued on the 16th day of March 2022 and valid until August 16, 2022, submitted.
Certificate of site inspection duly signed by Mr. Carmelito Escuarda, officer in charge of Calbayog Airport or his authorized representative.
Certificate of site inspection duly signed by Mr. Carmelito Escuadra, officer in charge of Calbayog Airport, submitted.
Attachment to the certificate of site inspection, copy of the company ID of the person who conducted the site inspection.
Copy of the company ID of the person who conducted the site inspection. We have a copy of the ID of Mr. Reynaldo G. Navales, the project engineer, submitted.
Copy of the airport or facility visitor's logbook reflecting the name of the person who conducted the site inspection.
Copy of the visitor's log sheet or logbook, highlighted in green, Mr. Reynaldo G. Navales, submitted.
Picture of the proposed site including the personnel who conducted the site inspection, together with the airport manager or officer in charge or his duly authorized representative.
Picture of the proposed site including the personnel who conducted the site inspection, together with the airport manager or officer in charge or his duly authorized representative, submitted.
Prospective bidders' audited financial statements, showing among others the prospective bidders' total and current assets and liabilities, stamped received by the BIR or its duly accredited and duly authorized institutions.
Audited financial statements of the bidder, electronically received by BIR on July 2, 2021, submitted.
Prospective bidders' computation of net financial contracting capacity.
Computation for net financial contracting capacity with an amount of 6,699,408,475 pesos and 86 centavos, submitted.
Joint venture agreement, if applicable.
Not applicable.
That's all for the checklist.
Mr. Chair, considering that the technical proposal has already been submitted by the bidder, the technical working group respectfully recommends that, what's the company? That the said bidder be declared as passed or initially rated as passed. Proceeding to the financial component, Mr. Chair. For the first bidder, we have VCD Construction. So this is the bid envelope. Inside the financial envelope is the original financial component. So it is with tabbings, pagination on each and every page, and with signature on each and every page also, Mr. Chair. Checklist, please.
Checklist for the financial component submitted by VCD Construction and Supply. Original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities.
Original and duly signed and accomplished financial bill of quantities. Signed, submitted.
Detailed breakdown of component of each item.
Detailed breakdown. Submitted.
Detailed unit price analysis.
Detailed unit price analysis. Submitted.
Summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials.
Summary sheet. Submitted.
Summary sheet indicating the unit prices for labor rates.
Summary for unit prices of labor rates. Submitted.
Summary sheet indicating the unit prices for equipment rentals.
Summary for unit prices of equipment rental. Submitted.
Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule.
Cash flow. Submitted.
Original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form.
Original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form with an amount of 14,476,500. So let me just correct myself. 14,476,520 pesos and 17 centavos without any discounts, Mr. Chair. Which is ano? Which is within the ABC for this project, Mr. Chair. Again, it's 14,476,420 pesos and 17 centavos for VCD construction and supply. No discount. Let us now proceed to the next bidder. Permission to proceed, Mr. Chair. So here we have the original financial component of the bidder Unique Masters Conglomeration Incorporated with tabbings, pagination, and signature on each and every page. Checklist, please.
Checklist for the financial components submitted by Unimasters Conglomeration Incorporated. Original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities.
Bill of quantities submitted.
Detailed breakdown of component of each item.
Detailed breakdown submitted.
Detailed unit price analysis.
Detailed unit price analysis submitted.
Summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials.
Summary sheet indicating the unit prices of material submitted.
Summary sheet indicating the unit prices for labor.
Summary sheet for the unit prices of labor submitted.
Summary sheet indicating the unit prices for equipment rentals.
Summary sheet for the unit prices of equipment rental submitted.
Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule.
Cash flow by quarter and payment schedule submitted.
Original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form.
Original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form submitted with an amount of 14,944,614 pesos and 52 centavos. Again, it's 14,944,614 pesos and 52 centavos. With 26.55% discount, Mr. Chair, applying the said discount, we now have 10,976,819 pesos and 36 centavos. Again, for everyone's information, it's 10,976,819 pesos and 36 centavos. 819. Presenting the result, Mr. Chair. So based on the sheet, Mr. Chair, we have the lowest bidder, Unique Masters Conglomeration Incorporated. We have 10,976,819 pesos and 36 centavos. Because of this, Mr. Chair, followed by VCD Construction and Supply with an amount of 14,476,520 pesos and 17 centavos. Considering that the financial proposals have been submitted by all the bidders, and upon calculation, the TWG finds the financial proposal of Unimasters Conglomeration Incorporated as the lowest calculated bid, recommending that the said submitted bid be placed or be evaluated, Mr. Chair.
Motion, Mr. Chair. Initially rated as passed, I move to adopt the recommendation of BAC TWG for the further evaluation of the bid proposal submitted for completeness of documents and to ascertain the mathematical accuracy. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Do you have any second?
I second.
Second.
Thank you, sir. There being a motion duly seconded, the recommendation of TWG for the conduct of bid evaluation is hereby adopted and the motion is carried. TWG, kindly just inform us of the timelines and the schedule when this will be presented. And as for the bidders, we will just inform you po, once the results are already out and the evaluation has been presented and approved by the BAC. All right, with that, the bidders may be excused.
Thank you, sir, ma'am. We will just inform you po of the result of the bid evaluation.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Mr. Chair, that is the only agenda for today, sir.
All right. Considering there's no further items in the agenda, we can already adjourn the meeting. Maraming salamat po for everyone who attended, especially our members. Thank you for giving your time, as always. Please just inform us of when the next meeting will be. Meron tayong emergency meeting for Bac Bravo tomorrow, Secretariat, by
Yes,
the
sir.
way.
We have, sir.
It's still in the afternoon because we have a meeting with the Secretary in the morning. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you po ulit everyone. Magandang hapon.
Yan. Tapos na yung Charlie at Mel.
Yes po, sir. Yes. Papasokin na lang po, sir.
Attorney Dan,
Attorney-
narinig ko dito.
Ano, sir?
Attorney,
Nagkakarinig din kami ni Attorney Dan. Sige, sige.
Sige po.
Attorney Iris Mel po ito.
Yes, ma'am.